Hello everyone. This is the film that once brought hope to millions, where Annie taught us to believe in tomorrow, and Daddy Warbucks learned how to love. Yet time is not gentle with everyone. Some of the actors have long stepped away from the spotlight forever, taking with them a piece of our childhood memories. And today we return to that familiar story to understand both the film's success and the quiet tragedies that unfolded behind those well-known faces. Albert Finney, born in 1936, was 46 years old when he took on the role of Oliver Daddy Warbucks, portraying one of America's wealthiest capitalists as a man of deep loneliness and emotional reserve. Rising from a poor working-class background, Warbucks built his vast business empire through discipline, power, and hard, unsentimental decisions. The arrival of the orphaned girl Annie into his grand mansion quietly upended that carefully ordered world. A man who believed only in money and control gradually learned to listen to his feelings, care for others, and face the long-suppressed desire for family and human connection. Albert Finney passed away at the age of 83 from heart failure after a long battle with cancer. He is remembered as one of Britain's finest veteran actors, repeatedly honoured with major award nominations and widely admired for his strong, complex performances rich in psychological depth. Within the profession, Finney remains deeply respected for his lifelong dedication to acting and his rare ability to fully inhabit every role he played. Edward Herrmann, born in 1943, was 39 years old when he portrayed Franklin D. Roosevelt, appearing as a figure of authority who was also warmly human, providing an essential emotional anchor to the story. His Roosevelt is not depicted as a distant politician, but as a leader who listens, shows compassion, and is willing to extend a helping hand to those in need. He embodies national power while also becoming a guiding presence, bridging the dry world of politics with the simple hopes of an orphaned child. Herrmann's calm demeanour, intelligence, and gentle, understated humour reinforce themes of trust, hope, and social responsibility, while helping drive key turning points for other characters. Edward Herrmann passed away at the age of 71 due to complications from brain cancer. He was widely known for his rich, resonant voice, intellectual presence, and exceptional ability to portray powerful, thoughtful figures. After this role, Herrmann continued to achieve notable success on television and on stage, earning lasting affection from audiences for his portrayals of respected fathers, leaders, and principled intellectuals. Lois de Banzi, born in 1930, was 52 years old when she portrayed Eleanor Roosevelt, presenting a First Lady who was powerful yet deeply refined and compassionate. She is shown not merely as a political figure standing beside the president, but as a voice of humanity, understanding, and advocacy for those who are vulnerable. Eleanor Roosevelt appears calm, intelligent, and open-hearted, creating a gentle balance between the hard realities of political power and genuine human feeling. Her interactions with other characters, especially with an orphaned child longing for family and protection, underscore themes of hope, kindness, and faith in decency, even in times of social uncertainty. Lois de Banzi passed away at the age of 91 due to complications following a long period of illness. She was a seasoned performer with a strong background on Broadway before leaving her mark in film and television, often cast as women of emotional depth and moral strength. After this role, her career remained closely tied to the stage, where she was highly respected by critics and colleagues, even if she did not always stand in the full glare of popular fame. Geoffrey Holder, born in 1930 in Port of Spain, Trinidad and Tobago, was 52 years old when he took on the role of Punjab, appearing as the loyal, composed, and commanding right-hand man of Oliver Warbucks. His solid presence, sharp gaze, and disciplined manner alone create a sense of absolute security. As both butler and bodyguard, Punjab stands at the line between silence and decisive action, protecting his employer in every situation while quietly supporting key turning points in the story. The relationship between Punjab and Warbucks goes beyond that of master and servant. It is a trust built over years, where loyalty becomes a moral foundation. Punjab's calm steadiness helps balance the emotional turbulence around him and brings quiet strength to the narrative. Geoffrey Holder passed away at the age of 84 due to complications from pneumonia. He was a rare, multi-talented artist, an actor, dancer, choreographer, painter, and designer, who left a lasting mark on both stage and screen. After this role, Holder continued to be recognized through many iconic artistic projects and was widely respected within the creative community for his distinctive style, originality, and strong artistic identity. Aileen Quinn, born in 1971, was just 10 years old when she took on the role of Annie and became the emotional heart of the entire story. A spirited orphan with bright red curls and eyes always fixed on the future. Raised in an orphanage marked by strict rules and a lack of affection, Annie never loses her belief that her parents will one day return for her. That steady optimism, courage, and unbreakable spirit make her a source of strength for the other children and gradually soften the hearts of adults who seem hardened by life. When Annie steps into the cold, glamorous world of high society, she is not swayed by wealth, but brings sincerity and a deep longing for family, slowly breaking through the loneliness surrounding those she meets. Today, Aileen Quinn is 54 years old. After this defining role, she appeared in several additional film and television projects before gradually stepping away from the spotlight to pursue education and a more stable life. She earned a university degree in languages and later worked in education and media, a quiet but lasting turning point that reflects a thoughtful and grounded path beyond childhood fame. Carol Burnett, born on April 26, 1933, in San Antonio, Texas, was 49 years old when she portrayed Miss Hannigan, creating a villain who was both unsettling and darkly comic, and ultimately unforgettable. Miss Hannigan is the bitter head of the orphanage, shaped by a life of disappointment, sustained by alcohol, resentment, and a deep sense of failure. Her cruelty toward the girls is driven not only by authority, but by long-suppressed anger at a life that never turned out as she hoped. Yet beneath the bluster and explosive temper lies a fragile woman, longing to be loved and acknowledged. Her presence pushes the story to its emotional peak, while reflecting the darker side of society, where personal wounds can harden into cruelty toward the vulnerable. Now 93 years old, Carol Burnett stands as a true legend of American comedy and television, with a career spanning more than 6 decades and marked by numerous prestigious awards. After this role, she continued to achieve remarkable success on stage, television, and film, becoming an enduring symbol of sharp wit and extraordinary versatility, equally powerful in comedy and drama. Anne Reinking, born in 1949 in Seattle, Washington, was 33 years old when she portrayed Grace Farrell, presenting a modern, refined, and highly disciplined woman who serves as the emotional bridge between a cold world of power and a child's hopeful heart. As Oliver Warbucks' personal secretary and trusted assistant, Grace knows every schedule, responsibility, and quiet secret within the mansion. Yet she is also the first to show genuine warmth, understanding, and sincere care. It is Grace who opens the door for Annie into a new life and who gently encourages Warbucks' inner transformation through patience, intelligence, and emotional maturity. She never forces change, but her actions consistently reflect responsibility, compassion, and the strength of an independent woman. Anne Reinking passed away at the age of 71 due to complications related to diabetes. Beyond the screen, she was one of Broadway's leading dancers and choreographers, widely regarded as the artistic muse of Bob Fosse, and the recipient of multiple prestigious theatre awards. She is remembered as a deeply dedicated artist who lived fully through movement and emotion, leaving a lasting influence on generations of dancers and performers who followed. Tim Curry, born in 1946 in Grappenhall, Warrington, United Kingdom, was 36 years old when he portrayed Rooster Hannigan, injecting the story with a dangerous, sly, and calculating energy. Rooster, the brother of Miss Hannigan, is a drifter with a flashy exterior and a deeply deceptive nature, always looking for the next opportunity to exploit for personal gain. He enters the story as a catalyst for darker schemes, steering the plot into more dramatic territory, where greed and manipulation stand in sharp contrast to a child's innocence. His interactions, especially his uneasy alliance with Miss Hannigan, carry a tone of dark comedy while also creating genuine tension, highlighting the fragile line between farce and real threat. Today, Tim Curry is 80 years old. He is a British actor with a remarkably diverse career, spanning stage, film, and voice acting, best known for his ability to inhabit eccentric, villainous, and highly distinctive characters. After this role, Curry continued to leave a strong mark in many iconic productions, although his career was significantly affected following a major stroke in 2012. Despite that setback, he remains widely respected and admired for his originality, versatility, and lasting impact on popular culture. Bernadette Peters, born in 1948 in Ozone Park, New York City, was 34 years old when she portrayed Lily St. Regis, shaping a character who is seductive, impulsive, and deeply conflicted. Lily is Rooster's girlfriend, a woman chasing quick dreams of wealth and escape, torn between her desire for luxury and her inability to see the cost of poor choices. Though played with humor, Lily is far from shallow. Beneath the flirtation and reckless behavior lie insecurity, emotional dependence, and a fear of being left behind. She is not a cold mastermind, but someone swept along by the wrong current, reflecting a very human kind of tragedy, the loss of self in pursuit of illusion. Today, Bernadette Peters is 78 years old. After this role, she went on to reach the height of her stage career, while appearing more selectively in film and television, choosing artistic quality over sheer volume of work. Despite periods of uneven momentum, she has remained deeply respected by critics and audiences alike for her vocal mastery, refined acting skills, and rare, enduring stage presence. Toni Ann Gisondi, born in 1975, was just 7 years old when she played Molly, the youngest child in the orphanage, fragile yet deeply expressive, embodying pure innocence within a harsh environment. Molly is the little girl who constantly needs protection, often staying close to Annie as if searching for an older sister and an emotional anchor. Her vulnerability and ever-hopeful gaze bring out Annie's instinct to protect and care, making the bond between the girls especially tender and heartfelt. Each of Molly's appearances quietly reminds the audience of the story's core message. Orphaned children do not need pity, but love, safety, and the feeling of truly belonging to a family. Today, Toni Ann Gisondi is 51 years old. After this childhood role, she did not pursue a professional acting career, choosing instead to step away from the spotlight to focus on her education and personal life. She is believed to value family life, simple routines, and stability, leaving her mark not through a long list of credits, but through a small yet emotionally resonant performance that touched millions of viewers. April Lerman was around 13 years old when she played Kate, portraying a quiet, reserved orphan marked by careful observation and emotional sensitivity. Unlike some of the other girls, Kate is not loud or openly defiant. Instead, she withdraws, listens, and absorbs the world around her with a thoughtful, inward gaze. That silence is precisely what makes her distinctive. Kate often becomes the quiet witness to conflict, unfairness, and small moments of hope inside the orphanage, reflecting the group's shared emotions like a mirror. She serves as a point of balance, neither forcefully optimistic nor fully consumed by despair, but living in the honest middle ground of a childhood shaped by loss. Today, April Lerman is believed to be about 57 years old, as her exact birth year has never been officially confirmed and remains an accepted estimate. After this role, she did not pursue a long-term acting career and stepped away from the entertainment industry at an early age, choosing a private and more stable life. Although her screen time was limited, her portrayal of Kate remains an essential part of the collective portrait of the orphaned children, representing those quiet, inward spirits who endure and grow in silence. Lucy Stewart, born in 1971, was 11 years old when she portrayed July, presenting a gentle, quiet orphan with a deep sense of empathy. She is not the loudest voice nor the center of conflict, yet she remains an essential presence within the group, quietly observing and sharing in the emotions of the other children. July represents a child who adapts through patience, neither openly rebellious nor dramatically expressive of her pain, but accepting her circumstances with quiet endurance and a fragile sense of hope. She often stands for togetherness, helping sustain a feeling of unity, almost like a small family, within an environment lacking affection. Her softness and restraint bring emotional balance to the story, reminding viewers that not all pain is shown through tears or defiance. Today, Lucy Stewart is 55 years old. After this role, she did not pursue a long-term acting career and stepped away from the spotlight at a young age. Although her screen appearances were limited, her role as July remains an important emotional piece in the shared memory of audiences who cherish this story. Her adult life has been kept largely private, reflecting a clear choice to prioritize personal life and stability over public recognition. Thank you for taking the time to revisit a story that has been part of so many childhood memories across generations. If these reflections resonated with you, please consider leaving a like, sharing the video, and subscribing to the channel so we can continue exploring the films and familiar faces that have endured through time.